Okay, it is end of August, August 24th, and I got the Canyon Aeroad in February. I have put 500 miles on it, only 500 miles on it, but now seemed like a good time to check back in, share a little bit of ride footage, and give you my early impressions. So let's jump in. So as I mentioned, only 500 miles on the bike. Why? So in my first couple of rides, things did not go particularly smoothly. Had the bike set up right, had everything torqued down to spec, everything was good. Every time I would go out riding, I would find the handlebars drifting off center to the left. They'd go, I don't know, 5 degrees, 10 degrees off center to the left, and then sit there. And you could see in the back of the handlebars, the little bolt that you use to torque the handlebars to the proper torque spec would also have slid over in the channel to be off center. So I would get home, I would re-torque that to the torque spec every time, hope that something had changed. Nothing would change. I'd go back out, handlebars would slide to the left. So I had read online that REI is now doing warranty work for Canyon. Cool. There's an REI by my house. Clearly, bike's in warranty. Took the bike over there. The guys at the shop really had no idea what to do. The store manager told me that I'm the first Canyon bike to be in the shop. Not confidence inspiring. So bike was there for 3 or 4 weeks with them going back and forth with Canyon. Ultimately, Canyon said, oh, you should take it to this other shop, which was about 20 minutes away. I don't know why I wasn't directed to take it there right away. And when I took it to the other shop, they had a much better sense of what they needed to do. They were much more familiar with the cockpits on the Aeroads. Ultimately, they couldn't figure out how to fix it without one modification, and that was taking out at least one of the spacers. So my geometry is now slightly more, I'm going to stop short of calling it slammed, but slightly more slammed than I would have liked. It's still fine. Bike still rides great. It's still as comfortable as an Aeroad bike's going to be. But interestingly, they had to take a spacer out in order for the handlebars to stay put. So they re-greased everything, got everything to spec. Bike's been fine since then. So that's why we're here. 6 months into ownership and 500 miles on the bike. So I think I lost 2 months all in with the bike just sitting in various different shops, which is frustrating. I'm going to chalk it up to just an unlucky experience, but beware if you have one of these Aeroads, or if you're thinking about getting an Aeroad, you may have this experience too. So now you know. So how's the bike been? Fast is the quick answer. I have done all sorts of comparison rides, doing a ride on my Endurace, doing a ride on the Aeroad, trying to keep the watts pretty steady, and it is kind of remarkable how much faster the Aeroad is than the Endurace. I've even been doing some climbing rides on the Aeroad, and not surprisingly, I am slower in the climb than on the Endurace, but I make up for that and a whole lot more in the flats and in the descents. So it is, it does what it's supposed to do. It is definitely a fast bike, and it's been a ton of fun to ride. I still love the look of it. I still love getting on this bike. And it makes me happy. So it's doing what it's supposed to do as a bike. I think the only other things that I would share in my first 500 miles that haven't gone perfectly, the integrated Garmin mount and light mount. Started to just, some of the little screws in there started to come apart, so that I had to take apart and put it back together, put some Loctite in there. That's a small thing, but wish it hadn't been the case. And aside from that, things have been working. So wrapping all that up, first 6 months have not been perfect, no doubt about that, but the bike does what it's supposed to do in, number one, being fast, number two, being a joy to ride. So I do really enjoy it. No regrets on the purchase. But, again, if you're considering or if you own one, I'd be really interested to know if you've had any of these experiences, or certainly if you're considering one of the bikes, just be aware that this may be your experience as well. So I think that's it. I hope you enjoyed the 6-month check-in, the 500-mile check-in, whatever you want to call it. And feel free to leave some comments down below. Look forward to hearing what you have to say. Thanks a lot.